I made like $750. Kind of been a hard time for me. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Yulisa. I am a notary public, a loan signing agent, and in today's video I'm just going to give you an update on just how it's going, how life has been, how the notary business and the notary market is, how much money I've been making recently, and just a little bit of everything. So if you're interested in seeing the updates, please keep watching. If you haven't noticed, if you don't follow me on Instagram or TikTok, maybe you haven't noticed, but I kind of been a little bit absent on my social media and just kind of quiet. It's just kind of been a hard time for me mentally. I do talk about this on my social media, but I do suffer with anxiety and depression, and then there's times where it just hits me, and the best thing that I can do is just give myself space and just not be on social media, and just obviously I don't want you to see that part, and I don't feel like posting or filming or anything. And so that was one of the biggest things on why I was kind of absent from social media recently. Another reason why I was absent from social media, or I've been absent from social media, is because there have been major life changes in my life, and we're gonna get into it. I don't even know where to begin, but let's start with a notary market update, and then we'll eventually get to the major life changes and what's been going on. The notary market update. The notary market is doing much better than it was at the beginning of the year and late of last year. It has been picking up, and I'm very, very thankful for that. However, at least in my current town where I live, I've started noticing a trend where I only get signings after 4 or 5 p.m. or on the weekends, or I wasn't doing much in office signings anymore. And so after a conversation with my clients and seeing where they're at, where I'm at, what's going on, they did tell me that they were trying to, title companies in the escrow offices were trying to cut expenses, and so that meant cutting off notaries when it's not necessary. So since they're not as busy, they don't need in-office signings, and so that is less signings for me, but then less expenses for the title company, which I completely understand. We're kind of all in this trying to budget and everything, and I understand that. They were still giving me everything that was out of the office, mobile, or out of office hours. I started to see that for the last couple of months, for the last 4 months. And then when speaking to them about it, that's what they told me. And so I'm like, okay, so pretty much most of my day was pretty free. I had a couple other things that I do, and I'm gonna talk to you guys about this very soon. I do plan on filming a 10, I don't even know how many streams of income I'm at this point, but I'll film a 10 streams of income. Once I get to my 10 streams of income, I'll film a video on that. But I was not just doing loan signings. I was also doing general notary work, and I was also doing LLC documentation, and I was also doing a couple other things, which is good because we need income. But this is where it comes to. A couple weeks ago, this really great opportunity came by, and I was on the fence about it, but it was just, obviously, I know and I feel in my heart that everything happens for a reason, and I know that God puts you in the direction that you need to be, and He puts you in front of the door that needs to be open. And so this great opportunity came by. Seeing after talking to my clients, seeing kind of where we're at with them, and them not really using me during the day as much and in office, I just came with the conclusion that it would be a good opportunity to try. And that is like the major life change that I was talking about. So I am back to being a part-time notary public, and to be honest, it was really hard for me at first. I was on the fence about it for weeks. I was like back and forth. Should I do it? Should I not? Should I do it? Should I not? I spoke to clients about it. I spoke to obviously my husband and friends and family. And then I obviously prayed about it a lot. And so it was just one of those things that I think it was, I know it was God. Like everything was just sort of, it fell into place. And even though I was obviously a little, I'm not going to say I wasn't a little heartbroken to see, like, I don't know, like going from full-time for 2 years to part-time just made me feel like, did I failed? And for the longest time, that's one of the reasons why I wasn't on social media, because I was like, well, maybe I failed. But one, I would rather try and failed than not try and just live with that dream in my life. And so I think I incurred a lot of expenses, which is the reason why it got a little complicated. But not only that, obviously the current market has a lot to do with it. I've been in mobile notary for 3 years now. I came in like the COVID boom, and I was part-time for a year. As a part-time for 1 year, I was doing fairly good. I was having it was a great side hustle. I was making extra cash, $500, $600, $1,000, $1,400 a week extra. Like that was a great side hustle. And I lost my job, and then I went into it full time, and again it was still that COVID boom, that refi boom. So there was just so much work. I escalated my business really quickly because one, there was a high need of notaries, and two, I offered my best customer service experience. I had a lot of clients come to me and tell me that they were certain lenders or certain builders or certain realtors that wanted to just use me because they had conflicts with other notaries that they used or things like that. And for me, my biggest thing is customer service. I treat every person like their family and like with so much respect, obviously, but I try to make them feel like I'm your friend, I'm your family member, I got you, don't worry, we're gonna get through this, it's not hard. And I really like advocate for that customer service throughout whatever I'm doing. And so that to me was, I feel, what made me different and really helped my business. And obviously the COVID boom and everything. And so don't get me wrong, my business wasn't, I was still making, I still am making money from being a notary, but I went from $10,000-$12,000 a month to $4,000-$5,000 a month, which not bad at all, but it's a very big difference, especially when you don't make this mistake, when your revenue increases and your expenses increases, and then your revenue for some reason decreases and your expenses are still really high. That's when we have that sort of a problem. And so yeah, that's one thing. And it was just kind of a thing that was hard for me for the longest, and I was not even sure how to even like speak about this and talk about this, because I don't want to make it seem like, one, like there isn't any notary work. No, we'll get to that in a minute, but that's not the case. And two, like you can't build a business right now or you can go full time. No, that's not the case. Every single person is different, and then you have to just figure out what works for you. Maybe you don't want to do it full time, because being a mobile notary is great. you get paid really well, but there are a lot of expenses to it. Printing, toner, paper, pens, binder clips, upkeeping and maintenance of your printer and computer, and gas, a lot of mileage in your car. Like, there are a lot of behind the scenes expenses, and so you have to consider all of that. And so anyways, I decided to go through and just grab onto this great opportunity that was given to me, and I'm very, very thankful for it. It is such a great opportunity, and I really like it. So I do have a full-time job right now. It's a great schedule, and they're pretty flexible, which is good. And once I'm over like the training part, I'll have an even earlier schedule, so that gives me more time to do signings, which is great. I don't want to stop doing signings, but I always said since the beginning of the year that I didn't want notary business to be my full-time business anymore. And I didn't know exactly how it was going to come to happen, but this is the way it is for now, and that's okay, and I'm okay with it. But don't get me wrong, I go work a full-time job, and then I'm a part-time notary at the evenings. Like right now, I'm printing for a signing that I have, a purchase signing that I have, and then 2 days ago I had a refi, and then tomorrow I have a refi. So this week, and then I had a signing out of the county yesterday. So this week alone for my signings as a signing agent this week, being part-time, being on a very limited after work schedule and on the weekends, this weekend alone, I made like $750, and that's mind-blowing. But one of the things that I noticed, and I've always talked about this, and it is very true, is your mindset. When you're not focused on like, oh, am I gonna get signings? Am I gonna make my bills? Like, just when you're not like focused on that, but instead your mindset is clear and you're like in a good mindset, you attract things, and things fall into place the way they're supposed to fall into place. And that's what's been going on. Like, this is barely my second week being a part-time notary, and this week I made $750, which is actually more than I had made in a week in a couple months. So that was a complete shocker. And I'm absolutely thankful to my clients, because that was only 5 signings. So that was 1 signing per day. That took me like 20 minutes, and 20 minutes to do, 20 minutes to prep and print. I'm absolutely thankful for that. So just to let you know, no, I'm not quitting the notary business, but I am part-time now. So that means that I won't be filming and on social media as much, but I will definitely still be around. I will still definitely be a mobile notary. I love being a mobile notary, and I think it's an amazing side hustle. And can you be a full-time? Yes, for sure, you can be a full-time. Again, it just depends. Every person is different. Every scenario is different. Your expenses are different, so you'll just see. My town is not a very big city, so we don't have that many title companies that I can market to. And so another thing that I was supposed to do and I haven't done is like market outside of my county, and start marketing my signing service, but I haven't done that either. So there is a lot. And then I recently posted a video on how you can make at least $5,000. You can do that. Anyone can do that. You just have to work hard, and your mindset has to be in the right place. Your customer service is really important, and it's really important that you understand what you're doing, because if you're constantly making the same mistakes, clients are not going to want to work with you. And so just those things are very important when you're building your business. And that was just the update that I wanted to come on here and talk about. with you guys. I am very excited for this new chapter. I feel much better. Like, I feel at peace now with it. Last week I was very, very depressed, and I was like very depressed. And so this full-time job that I got is at a wealth management place, and it's such a cool job. I'm learning a lot of things that are great skills to have for the rest of my life, because one, I was not very good at managing and budgeting my own money, so that is going to be helpful in like learning how to invest in retirement accounts and Roth IRAs and all of that stuff would be really nice to learn. So I'm really, really excited. I've learned a lot already, still learning a lot. But another thing is, that's kind of why my loan officer license has been on hold. I do have to just study for that and test, and then we'll get that license. So that'll be another stream of income that I want to do. And I just want to build several streams of income, especially like passive income, but I do want to build several streams of income. And I actually am working on a really cool project to have available for you guys if you guys are interested. I hopefully will be talking about that more next month. But know that I'm not leaving you guys, and know that I'm still around. Know that it's what was right for me, and if it's right for you too, to go back to a full-time or to be a notary full-time, like whatever you have to do is what you have to do, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't consider myself like I failed. I don't consider like I am not quitting the business. I'm still making pretty good income from being a notary. It's just I felt very unproductive when I only had a signing a day, which was still $175 or $150 depending on the client, which was still enough money, but it felt very unproductive during the day, and I felt like I needed to do other things. And I'm a person who always needs to be like go, do. You can ask my husband about that. Like, my house had been clean, like spotless, because I was always like, I wasn't working that much, and so I was using up my energy in like cleaning my house. My husband would be like, why don't you go out with your friends tonight? Because I'd be cleaning. And he's like, babe, let's go watch a movie. And I'm like, wait, like, so I'm just the type of person, like, that's how, that's just in my blood, because my dad is the exact same way. He gets like vacation days off, and he will not like rest. He will just be like doing stuff, backyard, the garage, clean, do this, do that, the cars, polish, clean, wash. Like, that's just how we are. We just like to be go. And so I felt like depressed because I felt like I wasn't doing enough, and that led me to find this opportunity, which was such an answered prayer from God in the perfect timing that I needed it. And God is still very present, telling me, no, you didn't fail, you, Lisa, because I just gave you $750 worth of work this week as a part-time notary. And that was such a peace of mind, because like I said last week, I didn't even want to talk about it, because I felt like people were going to say, oh, you failed. Oh, you're like, I've never created this, like, I've always said that this is not a get rich quick scenario. And I've always been very clear in that. And I've always been very clear on, you have to be different, and you have to work and put in the work. You work as hard and as much as you want to get out of it. And that is really, really true. And I still love this business. I'm still in this business, but I'm just not as available as I was. And I'm okay with that. And my clients are okay with that. They all got emails and a conversation with me. That was one of the hardest things to do, is tell my clients. And then the second hardest thing was to just tell you guys, because I didn't want to feel like I let you guys down, because I'm all about being a mobile notary and like helping you be a mobile notary. And then like all of a sudden, well, she's now part-time. Like, should I panic? No, you shouldn't panic. You should just take a look at your numbers, take a look at what's going on in your market, take a look at your expenses. Always, if you see like you're making a lot more money than you're used to, just keep your expenses low. That was something that really like was supposedly stuck in my head, but not really, because my expenses grew exponentially, and that's one of the reasons why I was kind of like very stressed out and just not in a great mindset. And it's all about mindset. So anyways, I just wanted to make this video an update and just chit chat with you guys, have a conversation on how it was going and how I'm doing. And I'm doing so much better now, and I do plan on posting on social media again, and just posting tips and tricks and different things that I can help you guys with, whether it is like different side hustles or different streams of income that you can work on, or just different tips and tricks that I can give you. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you want to see from me, what you want to hear from me. I'd appreciate the feedback. Like I said, I'm in a much better mindset than I was. I don't feel depressed, which is good. I feel like so at peace today, so that's good. And I am getting ready for my signing. It's in 30 minutes. They're coming into the office to sign their loan documents. Hopefully that'll be quick so that I can get home. We have my niece and my nephew, so I just want to get home. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day or night or morning, whatever time you're watching this. I hope that you have a beautiful day. God bless. Bye, guys.